Hello folks, welcome to Film Composing Bites. Today I just want to talk about a few Sibelius keyboard shortcuts. If we go into the File menu, you can angle on down to the Preferences and choose Keyboard Shortcuts. You'll notice that I've got my own set there. You can add a feature or edit the standard one. One of the great things I've managed to do is to go straight into the dialog box windows, where instead of just getting a drop down list and then not having enough options with time signatures or key signatures, I've actually gone to the show time signature dialog, added T as a shortcut, which is the old version from Sibelius 6 backwards, and also K for key signature as well. L should be for lines and Z should be for symbols. It just saves quite a bit of time. So I can go immediately to this, go there, and it's all done. It's really useful if you're trying to set up a chorale where you want to start almost certainly with an upbeat of some description. You can then beam in crotchet beats rather than minims, and it's all set up for you. There, we can do that and go no. There we go. Same with key signature, it just goes immediately to major minor, very, very simple. And especially if you're doing a workbook where you want to start on a new page or maybe a new system, for example, which I can do there. I can now quickly go into change the bar numbers to 1. It's weird, isn't it, that it sort of suddenly does that. Very, very strange indeed. Let's do that again. That didn't work out. Bar number change, bar 1, there we go. I think I just put it in the wrong, pasted in the wrong category there. Just noticed also that I'm about to use some horn parts, so I'm just going to do that. There we go. So it's just a really quick way of setting up things with the key signature, so I can do that and do that, go immediately to there, and you'll notice that it's now grayed out. It doesn't put a weird sort of gap between this bar and this system. I can also do the same with changing the time signature. I'll just take that off, put my 3/4 there, and here we go, it's a completely new key, etc. To make it even more stand out, I can just put a double bar line there. There we go. Right, I'm going to get rid of that for the time being, and that. Next little nifty shortcut is when you're trying to get horn parts in the correct thing. Let's say you've sort of got the right harmony, it's all consistent in terms of 4-note chords with your piano. It's just simply a matter of copying things to there. And not many people use or take advantage of these filters, but they're really, really useful, especially if you've got lots of dynamics which you want to copy. So, for example, if I've got, or don't copy rather, so if I've got that and I wanted to repeat it, which I can do by using the old Alt or Option click function, I'll show you that. You highlight something, point the mouse to where you want it to paste, press and hold down the Option button and click, and there we go. The other way of doing it is just to press R for repeat, and I can just do it endlessly. But of course it repeats absolutely everything, which I don't really want it to do. I want to get rid of the dynamics and then copy it. So how do I do that? I do that and delete it. And once you get good at the shortcuts, it just doesn't take very much time at all. So there we go, and I can repeat. The next thing is I want to put the top voice and voice in horn 1, second voice in horn 3, etc. Now instead of just copying everything like that, which is perhaps marginally more time consuming, I can highlight the whole thing, use a keyboard shortcut which I've got set up here. This is the top note for deletion, so I'm not sort of copying. If there was a tuplet there, it wouldn't copy the tuplet, but I can just simply highlight the voice and immediately cut and paste everything. So I want to highlight voice 2, it's going in horn 3, it's going that. Oops, didn't do it properly. There we go, and bottom note there. You'll notice guess what? The Preferences tab. I'd set this up already with keyboard shortcuts here. Just a really useful little time-saving device, and especially the Alt-click function or Shift-Alt-click will default Dynamics or anything really to their default position. So I can do this, I can do that. Let's see how easy it is. Do that, Shift Dynamics, just copy those, and there we go. Now I've got a horn part.